been my pleasure to bring these debates to you. We appreciate each and every one of you showing up. I know that when you jump into the political arena, it's not always the easiest thing to deal with. I know that there's sometimes you make friends and sometimes you don't. This is an opportunity for the candidates to have their say, an opportunity for them to, right before the big push on Tuesday, for you to say, hey, this is why I'm looking for your vote. Now, the difference in this particular election is Magistrates in District 1 and Magistrates in District 5 had some rezoning, so to speak, this year. So, and it happened not too long ago. And with that said, a lot of them had to kind of readjust their campaign plans. So we say, you know, I know it's not an easy thing to jump into trying to run for office, but I think everyone has done a very good job, and I appreciate each and every one of you being here. So, with that said, by lot, for folks who are watching at home, what we did is we had a random draw. Each of the candidates filled out their name and what party they represent. I had each of the folks inside the Magistrates District pull a number. There was a representative from each one. They pulled a number, and this is how the lot went. District 5 is going first, and the first person to sign up was Jason Parker. Jason, if you would come forward, please. Jason is representing the Democrat Party in District 5. Got some stairs. And Jason, if you'll take this microphone right here, sir, and you've got 5 minutes. We're not going to be too terribly stringent. Some people talk longer, some people talk a little less, but introduce yourself to the folks, and it's your turn, sir.
Good evening. I'd like to first off thank Brian O'Brien for giving us this opportunity to talk to the people out here in Weld County. Like I said, I'm Jason Horton. I'm running for the 5th District Magistrate on the Democrat Party. I've been a lifelong member of Weld County. I've lived here all my life. I've been here 35 years. Went to Fraizer Elementary, graduated from Weld County High School. I went to Southeast Community College. I got a associate's degree from Southeast in science. I work at the Weld County Forestry Camp, and I actually own my own business. I install security cameras and stuff on the side. My dad is Mike Parton. He's a retired coal miner, retired member of United Mine Workers. He's lived here in Weld County all of his life. Some of you may know my grandfather, Hazel Parton, Alice Parton, my mother, Patricia Parton. She worked for Henderson Settlement for 20 years, taking care of kids at daycare. She managed the daycare until they lost funding and had to close down. She took care of everybody's kids in Fraizer. Her mom and dad was Walt and Ethel Landon. She's probably the biggest reason why I turned out the way I have, and have strived so hard to do good with people. She got a heart of gold. She pushed me growing up, make good grades in school, do the right thing, do right by people. She told me when I started, she said, you know, why do you want to run? And I told her, I said, well, you know, I've been on the fire department up Fraizer for almost 18 years. So I've helped people all that I possibly could. And through that, I've met a lot of people and been able to be there when they were at their weakest moment and try to give them a little something to push them through. And, you know, from that, you know, I've been able to kind of help people. And by doing this, I think I can take that one step farther and help people a little bit more to where, you know, I just can't at the moment. And so I thought about this long and hard, give it a lot of thought, and I decided to run. There's a lot of people in my district running. I think there's 8 of us. And, you know, it's going to be a long road. It's going to be tough, but, you know, that's who I am. You know, I don't care to push myself out there. You know, I think that, you know, if I'm elected, you know, I want to be known as the magistrate that went out there and worked and pushed and didn't wait around for 4 years and got out and done something. I want to be there from day one and work on here to make this community safer, make it cleaner. I think, we can push for some more of these work details and stuff out there to make everything look a little bit better to people passing by. When you say, hey, I like to live in this area. I like to move my business to this area. Just try to do little things to make the area better. I'd like to implement a system to where the magistrates can show, what we're doing. Nobody really, unless you have something that they're working on, you don't really know what they're doing out here in the county. They say, well, he's not done anything. Well, if there's some kind of accountability system, you can look on that piece of paper and say, hey, this was done. Put it in the newspaper, put it on Facebook, let Brian O'Brien put it on his page. Everybody looks at Brian O'Brien stuff. 70, I don't even know how many followers he got, but they're everywhere. Everybody talks to Brian O'Brien. So, if they could get that out there, they would know what was going on in your community. I think that's something that needs to be done. I've got experience in balancing budgets. Be happy to work with Al here or whoever else gets elected as judge executive. Be more than happy to work with them, do anything, I can to make this community better. I've got 2 kids, and, I've got one graduating high school, got one in diapers. I'd like to see both of them be able to stay here in Bell County and be able to do something with their life instead of having to move off away from here because there's nothing here. That's what pushes me more than anything, is those 2 kids sitting back there. And on May the 20th, I hope you can vote for me. And like I said, my name is Jason Barton. God bless you.
Thank you, Jason. Jason's also going to start working for my public relations firm. Greg Henderson. Greg is on the Democratic ticket for District 5 as well. As some of the judge executive candidates knew, the spotlight can be a little bit intimidating, but just come up here, speak from your heart, candidates. This is your opportunity to give folks out there who may not have heard about you a little bit more information. Mr. Henderson, you have the microphone, sir.
Thanks, sir. Thank all of you for coming out today. My name is Greg Henderson, Kansas District 5. All I can say is I was a police officer in Iowa for several years, worked in the Knox County Sheriff's Department. I'm also a Kentucky certified firefighter. I've been door to door here in Bell County in District 5 for the last several months, talking to people. A lot of them's not happy with things that's been going on, and a lot of them are. I think I can help change a few things, help people for the better. I'm asking for their vote. I have 5 children. I have 2 grandchildren. My wife's Amy Henderson. Very proud of my kids and my family. There's nothing much I can say other than I appreciate you all coming out, asking for your vote for May the 20th. And folks, everybody, no matter if you vote for me or whoever, please come out and vote. You can't have any changes. You can't say anything bad about anybody unless you vote. So, thank you all for being here.
Mr. Terry Bailey. Terry is on the Republican ticket. Magistrate District 5. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Terry Bailey.
Hello everyone, I'm Terry Bailey. I represent District 5. I'm a long life citizen of Bell County. And I just want to be fair to all precincts if I could get in and treat everybody the same. I'm the son of Alan and Brenda Bailey. Dad was a foreman in Apollo Fuels for several years. And a lot of people like my dad. We worked in mining and trucking, excavating and stuff for about 27 years. And
District 5. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Fraizer has the microphone.
Thank you, Brent. Hello, everyone. Thanks for giving me a few minutes of your time this evening. My name is Chris Fraizer, and I'm a Republican candidate for Magistrate of District 5. I've been married 17 years to my wife, Julie Fraizer. We've got 2 boys, Cody and Colby. We're very proud of both of them. My parents are Harvey and Patricia Fraizer of East Jellicoe, and I have 2 sisters, Tammy Ingram and Sheila Fraizer Murphy, as well as 1 brother, Harvey Fraizer Jr. I've been serving people for nearly 19 years, not in public office, but in the medical field. I've been an x-ray tech, and I've helped people and their families sometimes in the most difficult times of their lives. If you're sitting here tonight or watching at home, it means you're concerned. You're here on your own time because you care about what goes on where you live, and you want to make sure that I care about it too. You want to make sure that if you elect me as your next magistrate, that I will work hard and do the job and not just go to a meeting once a month. Well, I'm not going to waste most of your time. My main reason for wanting to be magistrate is to have the opportunity to serve you. Serving people is what I believe a magistrate is for. I grew up on 92, and I can remember when people always helped each other out. They always looked out for each other and took pride in the community. It's hard for people to do that now when they feel that the public officials don't care enough about the problems where they live. When you come in from work and you have to dodge potholes in the road, tree limbs hanging in the road, you can't get anything done. You're afraid to let your kids go out and play, or your grandkids, because you don't think it's safe. And it's also, I think it's a shame that when we go visit a gravesite of a loved one, you have to have a 4-wheeler or a 4-wheel drive to get there. These roads should be taken care of, and more parking made available so people can visit. These are just a few things that concern me, and I'm sure they concern you as well. If you elect me as your magistrate, I will do everything I can to serve each person equally. I won't focus only on a select few in certain areas. I don't know everyone in my district, and everyone doesn't know me. But when someone asks you if you know Chris Fraizer, I don't want your answer to be, I know he's my magistrate, but I don't really know him. One of my goals is to get to know each of you personally. If you have a question or a concern, I will be here to help you with that. I will represent all of the people in the 5th District equally and be as fair as possible. At the monthly meetings, I will be there to represent you and voice your concerns as well as the concerns and issues involving all of Bell County. I believe I can work well with the other magistrates and the county judge to get results that all of us are looking for. Again, I want to thank each of you for the opportunity to serve as your magistrate, and I encourage everyone to go vote on Tuesday, May the 20th. Thank you.
Drawing lot number 2, there's only one person here from District 3, so we're going to hear from Mr. Donnie Sparks. Donnie. And Donnie, if you would, tell me what ticket are you on, Republican or Democrat, sir? Republican. Okay.
I'm in District 3. My name is Donnie Sparks. I work for the City of Millersboro Fire Department Animal Service for 22 years. I've got a small business of my own, and I work for Brenda Construction. And I'm not a big speaker, but I'm a hard worker. And I appreciate you vote. May the 20th.
All right, drawing lot number 3. District 1 is next. Let's hear from Mr. Elwood Robbins on Republican ticket. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Elwood Robbins.
Hello, I'm Elwood Robbins. I'm running for Magistrate in District 1. I work for four large coal companies in management for the last 35 years. With a large budget and I casual vote, and I work hard for the people of District
Bob Hoskins. James Hoskins.
We have trust and soul giving me a live mic and no gag right there. Hey guys, my name's James Hoskins. A lot of people know me by JB or Jim Bob. I've lived here all my life. Most of it spent in District 1. My parents were Elaine Hoskins and the late Cecil Hoskins. Dad retired after 22 years at the road department a few years back due to illness. I sit down and I write this speech, and I'm just going to walk this up, and I'm going to pitch it to Brian because I shoot better off the cuff than I do on type things. I don't want to be your best friend on election year and then disappear for 3 years. That's not me. I want to work with everybody that's on the fiscal court to see what we can get done. I'd like to see better jobs brought into the area, and not just, minimum wage. I'm talking better jobs. We've lost so many coal jobs that people in the area are struggling. And that money's hard to come back up with. And these people that are used to making $12 to $20 an hour, fast food and unemployment it's just not there for them. And I know that elected officials have used every source they can and will go an extra 20 miles to try to make this place more attractive. And I'd like to be a part of that. I'd like to see inmate labor. Gentleman earlier in District 5 talked about graveyards. I'd like to see inmate labor used to keep maintenance up on these a little bit, like tree limbs, especially these out in the county that are, selling, giving away burial plots in most cases. They're doing a service to us. I think we could step up and help them out a little more. Lund Green Cemetery comes to mind. That road washes out, and it's just horrible if you've ever been up there. I'd like to see them go out, the same ones that we'd eat during the summer, go out with leaf blowers and clean out outland areas in the county that are, the ditch lines they fill with leaves, they get in the tile, they stop up. You got water all in the road. Everybody's seen it, and it happens. There's no way of preventing it. All we can do is fight it a little bit. Let's see. Trying to think of something else. I had something else for you. Anyway, I appreciate your time putting up with me, stumbling through this. I'm not much of a speech giver, but I can talk. I appreciate your vote on May the 20th. Y'all have a nice day.
And another Hoskins, Mr. Doug Hoskins is up next on Republican team. Mr. Doug Hoskins.
I'm Doug Hoskins, Republican candidate in District 1. Many of you know I've lived in District 1 my entire life. I actually live in a house out in Warning. Went to school in Vail County, also LMU. I began my career as a teenager in mining, cleaning coal with a number 4 shovel and a wheelbarrow and a push broom. Done almost everything there is to do mining operations, construction. Spent 20 years at Mountain Drive, the last 10 years as a mine manager. I love the people of Vail County. It's home. Plan on being where I'm at the rest of my life, whatever God has in mind for me. But there's a desperate need not only for road maintenance and construction and those kind of things, but I feel as though a candidate for magistrate or a magistrate needs to have good communication skills and administrative skills. We're losing a large portion of our society. Our young people are suffering. As Jim Bob said, we need jobs, we need opportunities. There's much more at stake than just caring for roads, and that's important. Without infrastructure, we're not attractive. I'd like to be a part of that. I think Vail County has a tremendous future, but there's a lot of work to be done. I would appreciate your vote, May 20th. I encourage you to vote. It's a blood-bought privilege. don't take it lightly, not just this election, but every election, regardless of who your candidate choice may be. Please get out and vote. And if you feel that my many years of experience in management and mining and construction would benefit District 1, I would ask for your vote. Thank you. Have a good day.
Mr. Wade Hoskins. Wade is on the Republican ticket as well. Mr. Wade Hoskins.
My name's Wade Hoskins. I live in District 1, Brown Street. A little bit about myself. I was raised and born here. Dad's name is Joel Hoskins. Most people know him. Raised cattle. We got some cattle on Mountain Drive and different things. Farmed about all my life. Worked hard for what I've got. And that's what I'll continue to do for our district. You know, I worked all my life, 17 years in the mining industry, service mining, in management, and that's where I'm at now. Worked about 5 to 6 years with Surface Mine Reclamation Enforcement. I have worked with the Division of Water, Army Corps of Engineers on this stream, bed and bank. Everybody knows how the Army Corps, if you spill a gallon of water, who we got to call? The Division of Water. I've been through the district, talked to many people. I feel like that the reason I ran, was that a lot of people had come to me and they give up on our district with getting anything done. That matters what it is now or whatever, but on May 20th we can change that. A lot of men that I've not met with that's running for Magistrate now. Got to meet, acquainted with them, good people. But I appreciate your vote on May the 20th for Magistrate District 1, and God bless.
All right, I believe one of the largest tickets in the magistrate race, drawing lot 4, District 2. We'd like to have Mr. Ralph Smith come up, please. Mr. Ralph Smith.
My name's Ralph Smith. I'm running for Magistrate District 2. Most of my friends call me Shorty or Midget. I just can't figure out why. I'm like to see some things change in this county if we could. Not just for one district, but for the whole county. If I'm elected magistrate, I'll vote in every election or every meeting they have the best for the possible of the whole county, not just for certain people. I don't vote one way or another just because somebody wants me to. I pretty much stand my ground, and I try to do my best for the whole county. Thank you.
Ralph is on the Democrat ticket. On the Republican ticket, we have Brenda Brock. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Brenda Brock.
Hello everyone, I'm Brenda Brock. I'm a Republican for District 2, and I am super nervous. Me and Lisa was talking about dragging us a garbage can down here to throw up in, and I probably should have brought it with me. But I am running for magistrate, and I know it's hard. Being a female, it's always been a man's job. It's who has always been elected. But as a person, I can do this job, and I will do it. I will do a good job. We all have to work together as a team, all 5 magistrates, plus your judge. And I can do that, and I will do that, and I will do a good job. And I appreciate anybody's vote. Thank you all much.
On the Republican ticket, Mr. Hobert Whitehead. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Hobert Whitehead.
I might as well throw everything I was going to say out the door, everybody's done stole it. I'm Hobert Whitehead, born and raised in Stony Fork. Graduated Bell County High School in '98. As a magistrate, I plan on just being there for everybody. My phone rings, I'll answer, or I'll call you back if I don't. I'm not going to change my number, of course, and hide from you. I've had it for 11 years, don't even changing it now. My door's always open, except for after 9, I'm probably going to lock it when I go to bed. Other than that, I'll be there for you. Come by, we'll talk, or I'll come to you. We'll see if we can take care of things. I can't run no big heavy equipment, can't do none of that good stuff, but I can try to help you in every way I can, and I will. I'll be there for you, we'll take care of things. I'll work with everybody else, we'll get things done. May 20th, you don't care about for me, but you'll be voting for the best. Don't mean to sound cocky there, but I am. So May 20th, I'm number 2 on the ballot, and that's not a coincidence. District 2, number 2, but keep the number 2 jokes. So if your road is bumpy, don't get grumpy. Just call me, we'll fix that pothole. Vote for me at the poll.
Charles Simpson, Democrat ticket. Charles Simpson, folks.
Good evening, I'm Charles Simpson. I'm a Democrat candidate for Magistrate District 2. I graduated Huntsville High School in 1983. From there, I went to Lincoln Memorial University for 2 years. I left there to pursue a career in construction. Worked for 7 construction companies around the area, K&K Construction, M.O. Greer. Worked on several projects here in Bell County. Done a lot of bridges in Bell County, Roslyn Bridge, 4 Mile Bridge. Worked on the flood control project over at Melbourne. Worked on the Cumberland Gap Tunnel. As far as what I would do for magistrate, my number 1 priority would be safety on the road. I'm concerned about the road safety of our citizens and safety of our kids. A lot of things I see, and a lot of folks like to think about is guardrails. I'm worried they really do need them. And there's a lot of trees. I've noticed that some of these roads, trees hanging on the roads and stuff. They need taken down. That's just an accident waiting to happen. Also, I'm opposing running as full-time magistrates, 24/7. You can count at 7 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock at night. I'll answer the phone for you. Be straight on up to see you. I feel that that's what a magistrate needs to be. Reason being, if you had a culvert out in the yard running water over your house, it ain't gonna do no good. Call me and say, well, I'll get up for you this weekend, or if I got time, or maybe one day next week. I need to be able to see that as it's happening, so I can see what the problem is, take pictures of it, take it to fiscal court, get things done about it. As far as being able to conduct business, when I was in construction worked through the laborers union. While I was there, I was recording secretary of treasury, and placed on the job as union steward. If there's any kind of arbitration on the job, it came to me, and we got things done. So on May 20th, I hope I can get your vote. I'm number 7 on the poll. And one other thing I'd like to say, it's real hard. It's hard getting up here talking to people. It's hard going out every day knocking on doors. And I think every candidate in here deserves a big applause for all the hard work they've done.
And also from District 2, on the Democrat ticket, is Ms. Nelson. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Lisa Nelson.
Hi, everybody. I'm so glad y'all came out. I think I know almost everyone in here. And if you don't know me, my name is Lisa Nelson, and I'm running for District 2 Magistrate. Yes, Brenda, I'm still nervous. There's a lot of communities in District 2, and I think I have probably been a volunteer somewhere or another in all the communities. I'm still doing Little League football. My child's 25 years old and I'm still doing Little League football. I'm a volunteer fire department. And am I allowed to say what just happened? We signed a contract earlier today, and I'm so proud that we're going to be able to work together and do that. Let's see, what else do I do? I volunteered in Redbird. I either deliver their mail or I deliver Christmas and Easter baskets, and I've enjoyed doing that. I help with the Main Street of Pineville and Kentucky Mountain Oil Festival, and just from knocking on the doors and talking to people, I knew quite a few, and I reminisced with people that knew my papa. My papa was Jerome Caldwell, and I've just been very impressed, and I'm very impressed with the people that have stood up here tonight. I'm just happy that people care, and I've always cared. With my little football, I said I was going to make me a shirt that said stupidity or dedication. I just care. And I care about what happens to my community. Someone said they've been here 35 years. Well, I've been here 35 years. That's how long I've been married to Terry. Terry Nelson is my husband. And I have 3 kids and 2 grandkids that I love dearly, and I want the best for them too. And my best qualification, I think, knocking on the doors, I listen to people. Not only do I listen, but I hear what they're saying. And I feel like that I can bring that, and I can get along with anybody. Anybody that knows me, they say they love me, but I feel like I can get along with anybody and work. And I feel like we can work together. And I've noticed that a lot of people that are retired, that moved away from here just to be able to have a job, they're moving back. And they're moving back for a reason. This is a special place, and we all want to make it work. And I would ask that everyone go out and vote, because people are still dying to give us that right and that privilege to go and vote. And so I ask that you go out May the 20th, which is my birthday. So I'd like to have a nice birthday. But if not, just assert that right. And I hope that your vote that day will be for your magistrate vote for District 2. I hope that vote will be for me, Lisa Nelson. Brian does a lot for this community. This whole town.
All right, we only have one person left, and that is from District 4, drawing Lot 5, Mr. Walt Taylor. And if you are a candidate, please stay. I do want to ask something of all of you here in just one moment. Walt is running on the Democrat ticket. Again, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Walt Taylor.
Thank you, Brian, for having me. I'm Walt Taylor. I'm running for Magistrate District 4. I retired from Kroger, and I've been retired about 10 years. And my wife is Frances Taylor, and I have 2 children and 2 grandchildren. And they live in Lexington. And I was raised up on a farm, and later moved to Millsboro and went to high school there and played football. And I am aware of what's going on out in District 4. We have a lot of problems, and I'd like to work with the people to correct them. And let's see what else. Yeah, I was raised on a farm, partly raised on a farm, then moved away, moved to Millsboro, and lived there the rest of my life. And I'd like to ask the voters, please vote for me, and you won't be sorry. Thank you.
Just out of consideration, were there any magistrate candidates that came in late? Any magistrate candidates that came in late? Okay. Before we move on, for those of you who are watching on television, Mr. Oracle Baker was here earlier, and he had to, due to his job, he had to leave. He was on call. There are several other magistrates that did show interest, but due to scheduling issues and some other things that they already had to take care of, they were unable to be here. It does not in any way reduce their interest in letting them know a little bit more about you, but we certainly appreciate those that did show up. Now remember, this will be shown on Hometown TV 13. If you have one of the black cable boxes, it will be 22.104. Once again, that's 22.104. Now, we're going to be covering the election results 100% live from Bell County Courthouse. I'd like to thank our interim Bell County clerk. He has allowed us to set up inside the courtroom there, also our judge executive. In years past, I'll just say it's easier now than it had been, and I have to say thank you for that. We are going to be covering it live not only on Channel 13 and 22.104, but also on 106.3 radio and on the internet. If, say, you're working a third shift and you want to hear those election results, sometime a little after 6 o'clock we'll start bringing you as much as we can. Please keep in mind, it does take a little while for the precincts to report in. Of course, there's a process that happens during the election to make sure that those numbers get to us, the broadcasters, to give them to you. So just be patient with us. All right, we hope you've enjoyed all of the debates, especially the meeting candidates for the magistrates. This has been one of the biggest candidate turnouts, and I'm very grateful for that. I'd like to thank everyone who's here, and if you would, give yourselves a hand for showing up tonight. We hope this has been informative for you, the viewer, the listener, and those who participated. We hope you have a great evening. God bless, and hope to see you soon. Election results coming up very soon, right here on Channel 13 and 106.3. Good night.
Follow your Facebook friends and be a fan of Hometown TV. Facebook.com/HometownTV13.
Cardwell's in downtown Middlesboro is your new local Flex Steel studio. For more than a century, Flex Steel has crafted fine furniture that is uniquely durable, fashionable, and comfortable. Whether it's a classic style you're craving or a look more modern, Flex Steel makes it durable, and Cardwell's helps make it home. And on May 24th, Cardwell's is giving away 2 $500 in-house certificates toward the purchase of any Flex Steel furniture. No purchase necessary, but hurry into Cardwell's in downtown for the Flex Steel celebration.
When you're looking for a place to live, what do you look for? Convenience, value, safe housing? Well, of course you do. The Housing Authority of Middlesboro offers affordable housing for you and your family. All the apartments have been updated, are energy efficient, income-based rent, fair market rent, and flat rent. Whatever your situation is, the Housing Authority of Middlesboro provides safe, clean housing that is user-friendly in a neighborhood-type setting. Randy Earl invites everyone to look at the Housing Authority of Middlesboro. Call 606-248-6500 for more information. Safe and affordable housing you can call home. The Housing Authority of Middlesboro.